Happy Monday. Today is the day before elections. Gonna keep doing everything I was doing last week, which is just waiting for A+ setups the best I can, being smart, being patient, executing at a high level. Was able to grab 3 trades today, hit the daily goal, which is awesome, and really loved that first trade that we're gonna go ahead and recap. So overall, feeling good going into the week. This was done on my 20 Apex accounts, my 20 50K Apex funded accounts. You can use code TBM for the best discount always on those. And just a reminder, all of these trades were taken on my live stream, which happens. It's free to watch. It's on my main channel, Trades by Matt, at Market Open every morning. So come hang out over there. Let's dive into today's recap. All right, yo, good morning. Round 2. I clicked the wrong button earlier. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. It's election week, chat. We have election in the United States tomorrow. We don't have any news really today. We have the election tomorrow. ISM at 9 o'clock as well. Trade balances at 7:30. And then Wednesday, I thought we had FOMC. Oh, yeah. Wait, FOMC's on Thursday? I feel like it's always a Wednesday, actually. Anyways, and then we got Michigan sentiment on Friday. And jobless claims on Thursday as well. So, big week. Everything that I've been talking about last week applies to this week, because everything I was talking about last week was for this week. So attempting to execute at a high level, be patient, wait for good setups, take those A+ setups, let the garbage go past, and execute at a high level, right? That's the plan and the goal. I'm not from the USA. Where's the best place to watch the election tomorrow? Probably YouTube, I would guess. We won't really have, I mean, realistically, we're not gonna have results tomorrow. I think it's a very slim chance that we have the actual results tomorrow. We potentially might have a good idea tomorrow, but I don't think anything will be official till later this week, to be perfectly honest. What time are you planning on going live? I'm not sure yet. I have not talked to my wife about it. Probably after 7:30 or 8. I had a guess. You know, like 8 to 10 or something like that, maybe 8 to 11. I don't know. I forget when they normally start counting stuff. I'll have to look it up. I just need to do a little bit of research on my side. All right, we got 2 dad jokes for today. We got one from the weekend and then one for Monday. So make sure you press the thumbs up button down below. We need 420. We got 100 right now, so click it. The daily level. This is what it's looking like on the daily chart. Obviously, I had a nasty sell-off Friday. We didn't really do a whole lot today. Honestly, I really don't know what today brings either. I don't know if it's going to be like chop into election or, you know, another yoink into election. Like, do we crack 20K? I don't know. We are below yesterday's value area low, or Friday's value area low. We got overnight lows down at 2070. So, you know, 30 points lower. That if we sweep, you kind of make the assumption 2020 to 20K, right? If we get a little bit up here, back above 130 should give us yesterday's pointing control and VWAP, you know, 160, 170. If we can get back above that, then we're looking at yesterday's value area high, which would then rotate us into the overnight highs as well. But you know, claiming 130, then we're watching for 170. We get through 170, we're watching for 230. We get below 2070, watching for 2020, watching for 20K. That's kind of the if thens. But honestly, we could chop. I don't know. All right, we swept the overnight lows, chat. Will we get continuation is the question, right? 80 points off the highs right now of the session. Last 4.5 minutes, 80-point dump. A little kick off of the 20s, I think, makes plenty of sense. Again, though, it's just a little early in the session. Like, got Delta trying to creep up here. You know, like another retest of like 2023, 2020. Able to give it 10 points. I don't think that's a bad look, to be perfectly honest, but it's a little early in the session. We're 8 minutes in. You missed the action. Already smashed 5K in profit today. Hey, GG's, dude. Congrats. All right, back into the overnight lows, maybe 2070. Or that untested wick at 86. Yeah, both interesting spots. Decent amount of buyers still pushing through. 50 points off of the point and control flip. Nice. It was a nice look. I mean, there's that 86 wick. Really nice look off of the point and control flip. That was the cleanest thing so far this session. And there's 10 points off of the untested wick as well. What would you grade that entry? Like a B or C. I mean, it's not a true wick test, right? It's just an untested wick. It was good for 10 points. Definitely not like an A+ setup though. Buyers were looking pretty solid off the rebound. It was a magical 80s, which is got a little bit of weight. Untested wick, a little bit of weight. 20 to 80 rotation, a little bit of weight, right? But Not a true wick test, and buyers looking pretty solid on the rebound. So I'd give it like a B or something. Gonna be lots of volatility either way, right? After the election. I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. I was expecting a lot of volatility after the last election, which we did not get. Another wick test. Wick test just popped up for 2060. I'm also green lighted to trade. VWAP's looking pretty solid up here though. Yesterday's value area low as well. I honestly don't know. I don't know if we get as much volatility as everybody's expecting. Leave it that way. Because it's futures, right? So a lot of the volatility we're experiencing right now is, you know, making sense going into the election. But after the election is set, do we still get the volatility? I don't know, because we're looking at the future price of the index, and trading the future price of the index. So unless I'm like, yeah, I don't know. That being said, Gary brings up a good point, right? Like if we look at the daily here, the last all of October, right? Even September, we've really just been like kind of grinding this area. 26, 27 to, you know, 20K. I like to think that we you know, push out of it from a big picture perspective post-election. Intraday volatility though, meaning like how much movement we're getting intraday, I just don't know if that's really going to change that much. I don't know what it does. It will probably take a little bit of time for us to figure that out to even answer the question, right? All right, nice. It's lit. We got 2 dad jokes for you today. This is from the weekend, Saturday the 2nd, Sunday the 3rd. Why do peppers make such good archers? Because they have an arrow. Dumb, but I don't hate it. November 4th, Monday, today's dad joke. Which of the Monday, November 4th, today's dad joke. Which part of the body can you always count on? Your fingers. Just this all around solid dad joke as well. Still rotating at 100 right now. Delta's kind of just stair stepping down. It doesn't look super aggressive on the sell side by any means. Just kind of feels like a pullback for a leg higher as of right now to me. I told my girlfriend the average mean person joke and she buffered for 45 seconds. That's a hilarious way to say that. She buffered. She was stuck on loading. That's hilarious. Close right at VWAP. Still not making any new lows. I would like us to push into 170, to be honest. Yesterday's point of control. I feel like that's a good spot to push into. But the question is, how grindy is it going to be to get there? Breaks the prior low, comes into point of control. There's point of control. A little bit of sellers. Point of control might be the buy, to be honest. That might have been it. Risk is fairly cheap, right? It's like 3 points. Double bottom? I imagine we fill that also. So maybe we push like 111? I don't know. Hard to say. How many points above VWAP did we get? We got 20 points above VWAP. So yeah, 20 points below would be like right around here. Not saying it's going to do that, but interesting at least. So buying 22, stop at 19. I don't think that's a terrible concept here. With buyers looking the way they're looking, something like this. I mean, that is tight. That is tight, tight, tight. I might get stopped out just because of how tight it is, to be honest, but I like the way buyers are looking. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move that break even. That was instantly 5 points in the money. All right. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. There's nothing else to say. I was risking 3 points, made 10 instantly, could have made 25 instantly. I mean, I got filled and was immediately able to put that break even in the money. Granted, I was only risking 3 points anyways. It was like a $60 stop or $70 stop. which is very tight, by the way, very tight in the Nasdaq. For an instant 10 points right into VWAP. Obviously, I like the VWAP exit. It's a base hit. It's 10 points. It's what I'm trying to do. It's also like a nice spot with VWAP. But I mean, we floated to the top of the range pretty freaking quick. Love that. Happy Monday. That was great. That's one of those trades where you just wish they were all like that, you know? I wish they all worked that way. So we ran to 170. Yesterday's point of control. Friday's point of control. So far, the pre-market plan is playing fairly nicely, to be honest. There's the 180 test. This is an interesting spot. 180 is very interesting for the rebuy. That's what I was talking about. Go to 200, pop down to 180. A little bit of sellers. Probably like 175 more than 180, but that might have been it. The tick giveth and the tick taketh away. There we go, get filled. I'm gonna go and move that break even. I wouldn't be shocked for us to reject 77. Yeah. Wouldn't be shocked for us to reject 77 is all I was getting out there. That little wick. No harm, no foul there. Legit break even trade. So on to the next. Wasn't worth letting it play anymore to me, my opinion. It looks like we still kind of pop through it, potentially, you know, end up getting fully filled out. What would have been at 74? So I would need 84. So no fill yet. In fact, I probably would have gotten break even again had I not already gotten break even. So no harm, no foul. On to the next. Gave it a shot. Bounced at the bottom of the range again. Delta holding up for the most part as we were near that bottom of the range. I really want us to pop these wicks and push IB. I just don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see.
Why do you personally spend time streaming publicly if you don't monetize it with paid Discord or other services/education?
I do monetize it. Let's be certain. I do monetize it. I got a stream coming up with ButcherBox on the 20th. I had the Kalshi video come out on Monday last week, right? I also get a lot of really good things out of it, selfishly. Yeah, I mean, monetization is enabled on this channel. Granted, a lot of it goes to Editor Andrew. Merch never makes as much as what anybody thinks. However, it's a couple $100, maybe $1,000 or something. That being said, though, here we go. I want to see IB break. We'll talk about it in 1 second. I just want to see how we react here. Triple top. Buyer's looking pretty solid. We push it again. I'm going to take it. I'm filled. Thought we were going to get a little bit more follow through. We got it right off that open. Ran up 4 points. Didn't quite get the full follow through I wanted. I was looking at 5 points for moving my stop break even. Currently down 5 points. I'm okay with the retest of 95. I thought we were going to close and rip, to be honest, right into 20s. There's the 95. I'm not adding one. Don't worry. I'm not going to read a YouTube comment and add one. I'm not adding one. Got the buyers trying to kick back through. Don't worry. I'm also going to answer your question, Alex. I just been waiting for this trade to be done. Don't want you to think I ghosted you after a donation. Got a 40 block at 05. 50 block at 10. Retested IBH to the tick. Slapping off it a little bit. Delta's kind of going a little bit more sideways. I've got my finger on the trigger, ready to get out. Got a minute and a half left on this 5-minute candle to see how we close out. I mean, that was such a strong candle. Just want a little bit of follow through off of it, but it doesn't look like we're getting it. Let's go run the 04 block, 05 block, 67. 05's got a 30 block again. I really want to see this candle just close above IBH. It doesn't look like it's going to. Closing right at 200, basically. Got liquidity. Delta's going flat. Big block just got in at 16 or so. 16, 110. Sweep of the prior low. Really gonna reject it to the tick like that? Trying to get back into this range, which I don't love. Probably get stopped out here, unfortunately. Just kind of grinding on Delta. It's not really super aggressive on the sell side by any means, but it might just suck us into this range. I've really wanted us to clean out this liquidity higher. Instead, we got the liquidity at the 80s now that is kind of closer. I'm down 15 points right now. Delta's potentially trying to round out. We'll see. Hugging the +1 standard deviation. Got what, 2 minutes left on this candle, minute and a half. Long ass trade. I'm personally not seeing anything that's screaming for me to get out of it yet, which is why I'm still holding on to it. Trading the top of the range. I either get stopped out in the middle of the range or we rotate. So that's what I'm waiting for. Okay, I was about to close out. I'm going to get stopped out here, most likely. I don't see a world where I don't get stopped out, I put it that way. It's not very aggressive. Decent open. You wanted to see it push 98 though, to be honest. This 85 to 95 range is just slidey choppy. Potentially a little ligma trying to form as well. See, what I tell y'all, chat, whenever I get into a losing trade, the views go up by like 300 or 400 people, which is exactly what just happened. I'm in the same spot that I've been in the last 10 minutes. I don't see any necessary reason for me to get out of this thing yet, and we're trying to catch a bid. So if we can pop 95, it's looking good, but just waiting. I either get stopped out or we pop 95. Those are two options. Any delays on YouTube? I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. It's definitely you can figure it out. Ran it by what, a point? Yeah, 2 points. Want a little bit more follow through there. Didn't really get a whole lot of buy up with Delta there either. Give it a second with these wicks, see if we can bounce 95 one more time, but been in this range for 20 minutes. Now we got volume here also, huh? What happens with volume here, chat? That's the question. Got 10 seconds on this close. You want to see it close above 200. I want to see it close above 200, ideally. Definitely above 95. Close, what, 95, basically? 100 block at 98. Retesting point of control here. All right, we cracked the lows. It's gonna run, so I just want to move it up. Save myself 70 bucks. I like the retest of the prior open. That's a thing I typically enjoy seeing for the boost. I don't know if that order got pulled or filled. I didn't see it. I wasn't looking. The 200. Look at Delta. Just watching Delta. We're obviously, I mean, this is like sweep central. The thing is, every time we get back up here, Delta looks fine, which is why I've been holding on to it. And it doesn't look that bad when we're down at the lows, which is why I've also been holding on to it. I just haven't had a reason to get out yet, but I'm getting close to just letting this be a time stop out, to be honest. Candle just closed. Closed above 200. I would say that's typically a good thing. Right at the blue line, algo. gonna go ahead and move that break even. And I'm gonna get stopped out probably. But at this point, my hands are off. Long ass trade with I'd grade it like a C. I really wanted that initial follow through, which we just didn't get. There we go. That's good. That's right into the volume at 220s that we were talking about. That's 2 10-pointers on the day. Delta looks fine. I got pretty close to getting stopped out there at the bottom. I don't know. I don't really remember what it was at. I think I quite literally said I'm going to get stopped out here right when we pushed really nicely. I definitely give that like a C. So far, this trade was an A+, absolutely A+. The very first trade of the day, I risked 3 points. I had my stop at $70 or something. It was a bottom tick, instantly ran into the money for 10 points. That's an A+ setup, right? A+ trade, well done. I had this trade, took a break even on it. It was in the 5 points in the money or whatever. I moved my stop up to break even. It was a total scratch. Fine trade. This trade wanted the breakout, which we had, and then wanted follow through, which we saw, but it just chopped a ton below for that to happen. Like, we even pushed off a point of control. Everything's looking good for uppies, but like, I grade this like a C. So overall, there you go. That's the trades for today. To answer Alex's original question, why do you stream or whatever if you're not monetizing it with a paid Discord or courses? I mean, a great example is one, I get to meet a lot of people. I met Gary through the stream. I met Andrew through the stream, TJ through the stream, all people that I work with every day now. I met them all through the stream. I love the people that I've met and that I get to actually work with. Just going full circle on this. Look how the viewers drop after the win. I know, I'm telling you, dude. Like, they're running away now. Damn it, Matt's trade worked out. F. Let me leave. It's a lot of people, like a lot of good human connections come from this stream and have over the last 5 years. I do get to run some ads and stuff like that, which is fun, whatever. I've gotten to invest in a lot of companies. That has been a very good monetary situation for me from the stream specifically. And then last but not least, like, I'm building a trading platform, which I absolutely will be using on stream. I'm building the trading platform because it's something that I want, but at the end of the day, it's a business. And so I will be monetizing that, hopefully, by using it on the stream, and hopefully people like what we've built and they find a lot of value in it, and you know, the business can operate. So that's that. Hopefully that answers your question, but that is I mean, we lost 400 people. That's insane. That's the general answer for you, Alex. And at the end of the day, like I also say all the time, if I ever don't enjoy the stream, I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth it. But I enjoy giving, you know, an hour to an hour and a half of my morning session, getting to hang out with people. It's fun. That's the answer that we waited 25 minutes for. He asked right when I got into that trade.